So a lot of people have been asking me to cover the new LEGO Ninjago sets for January 2024, and some of you are like, look, I know you're going to probably be hard on them, but just cover them. And yeah, if you've watched my previous coverages of LEGO Ninjago sets, one thing that kind of annoys me about the direction of the theme is that it seems like, at least with the January waves, it's always mechs and dragons. Like, that's it. And oh my gosh, for this wave, it is totally mechs and dragons to the extreme. That's all we get in this whole wave. Not even a single play set, unless you count like a side scenery build. But do I actually hate these? Well, let's find out. The first I'll take a look at is the most expensive set of this wave, the Egalt Master Dragon. This is an interesting design that kind of reminds me of the Woo dragons they've done before. This one is a little bit more substantial than the ones I could recall off the top of my head. Though I guess it being an elemental master who's a dragon is kind of interesting, where you actually have a canonical hat being worn by the dragon. That's kind of funny. But yeah, interesting color scheme with the black and white. But as a whole, it seems derivative of a build I've seen a lot of times before, any type of Woo dragon, and it doesn't really stand on its own as a $70 set. So I will say one thing I love about this wave are the minifigures. We get an updated helmet, or mask piece to be more specific. We haven't gotten this particular design before, it's similar to some previous ones. And I really like these enemies, which have a wolf-like design. That's pretty darn cool. This is also one of two sets to give us that shield piece. You'll see the other set soon. Oh, and if you're a price per piece ratio person, this actually doesn't have the best one. It's 532 pieces for 70 bucks. So that will probably annoy you. Then we have the $30 Kai's Elemental Fire Mech. This design I really don't like. I mean, it just seems like they spam the color of the character for the actual build, where it's so red I could barely see the detail stand out on what they have going on for this chunkier mech. It's not my cup of tea. And then the wolf mech seems a little bit more bare bones than I would expect. With the Kai one being so bulky, it's kind of interesting how they use pieces like this part right here, or even this part that leaves gaps open in the design of this mech. So it looks like an unfair battle if you ask me. I do like seeing that diner waitress hair in that dark red though. Now the mechs of this wave are all meant to be mix and matched, oddly enough, so that's kind of cool at how versatile this system is. Then next is the awkwardly priced $38 Kai's Source Dragon battle set. Now this one's interesting, not because of the build or anything. I mean, it is a 4+ set, so you just kind of have some random things drawn together, including a poorly built dragon. I get it, it's juniorized for the kiddos. But this is the only set to include this wildfire character. And I'm not familiar with that hairpiece. That hairpiece is new, right? I absolutely love that hair design. That looks great. And the figure for Wildfire looks cool beyond just that one hairpiece. But I'm a sucker for new hairpieces. Anyway, some other things I like about this set. I like the flames with the purple base and then orange kind of flame coming out. That's pretty darn cool if you ask me. And even getting like this piece in the translucent purple is nice. There's no way I'll fork over $38 for this, so I'm going to have to get Wildfire secondhand. As for the $20 Lloyd's mech, yeah, I'm trying to be positive about these, but this is just an indistinguishable mech in the lineup of Ninjago mechs. I don't really have anything that I have attracted to buying this. Then there's Sora's Elemental Tech mech, which I guess it's cool to see her color scheme. I do like this a little bit better than the last mech we took a look at. It looks a little bit more elegant, it looks a little bit more slim, and I guess more anime inspired. But at the end of the day, it's still not my cup of tea. However, there is a $20 mech I kind of love from this wave, and it's my favorite set of the bunch. That is Cole's Elemental Mech. The design of this, I was actually kind of shocked that it's $20 because the bulk on here makes it look like maybe a $40 or $50 set. This looks substantial. It looks like it would actually be a threat. It looks pretty damn cool if you ask me. I don't know, I really like how this came out. The black and translucent red color scheme actually reminds me of some of the Year 2 Power Miners magma creatures, so maybe it's that nostalgia talking. But I just think this is a distinguished enough mech that, yeah, this stands on its own for 20 bucks, and I think the price is great as well. This is hilarious, Jay's Mech Battle Pack. I actually like that they're doing this. It's $10. You get 4 characters, which, yeah, that's a good deal. A little army builder for these really cool looking villains. The enemies of this wave, like I said, I do like. The little mini mech gives me kind of a little bit nostalgia for these little bionicle guys. But yeah, it would have been cool to maybe get one ninja and an extra enemy, as it's easier to army build enemies than, say, a single character, because that just doesn't make too much sense logically. But it's Lego, and you can do what you want. Not a bad set at all for $10. Arin's battle mech. This one is a 4+ mech, and yeah, it's kind of on the level of that last 4+ set, except this one has no exclusive character. There's that shield from the more expensive set I pointed out, but yeah, this is an easy skip for me. Then we have these $10 sets, which is the $10 gimmick of this wave, as I call them. You know, they've done spinners, they've done flyers, they've done arcade pods. Well, now it's the Rising Dragon Strike. And the gimmick here is this cute little buildable Rising Dragon Strike, as I call it. And I mean, if you don't like specialized pieces, this might be hell for you, because it's like, oh my gosh, specialized wings, specialized head right at the front. This body looks really weird too. That tail, so I can see a lot of people skipping this. Me personally, I'm kind of interested about the play feature. If you look, the play feature is like, I think it leaps or something. It's a little bit confusing. And this being one of their $10 gimmick sets, the minifigure, like other $10 gimmick sets, is exclusive. This time it's just a use of gold instead of the darker color of that base color for that center wrap design. So yeah, it's an exclusive coloring for a piece. All 3 of those are kind of indistinguishable to me in which one I would pick up specifically, but maybe I'll pick up one just to see what that play feature is all about. And the exclusive minifigure looks pretty darn cool if you ask me. Finally, LEGO Certification has put a picture of this one polybag. Yeah, it's one of those multi-builds. You know, you can build it to an ultimate build polybags that they've done with Ninjago recently. No minifigure, unfortunately. So did I end up hating this? No, I mean, y'all were right. The fact that this is all mechs and dragons really bores me and makes me not want to touch these. But what I do like about this wave specifically is they're all rather cheap, and I think some of them have some great deals. Like, I think this mech for 20 bucks is actually a really darn good set. I like that $10 battle pack. That's such a great idea to do with Ninjago. Sure, there's some awkwardly priced ones like the most expensive sets. But yeah, while the builds may not be my thing, I think the pieces here have won me over in some certain sets. Still, I'm probably just going to stick to buying maybe the battle pack, but definitely the Coles mech. Yeah, you know, I'll probably put the battle pack on my most wanted list. So let me know what you think of these in the comments below. Subscribe here for more LEGO news and commentary, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.